All right. So, what I was trying to talk about, other than the fact that I know that if I take my boots off and roll my pant legs up, I can get to this island. I'm trying to do it without getting wet. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about before I ended that last video, because I'm posting all these. So, I need to stop covering my mouth. Anyway, when you lay at night, you look at the stars. Okay? The stars and the solar system, that's an element too. That's a collective element and an individual element. The way that we as a human species are a individual element and a collective element, all of us together. Nah, right? So when you look at them stars at night, and Destiny, sorry to say your name, could be talking about destiny in a destinal sense, but I brought this up last night because when you lay down and you look at the stars, you feel connected. You are like, wow, they're beautiful and I love the stars, right? And society will teach you that you feel that way because it's so huge and it's so massive and it's an overwhelming feeling of how small you are. Which I'm not saying that that's not what you're feeling, because you're probably feeling that nostalgic, you know? But when you look at a single star, and if you focus on that single star, it will literally start to twinkle and wink at you. Everybody knows that, right? This is not something that I'm seeing for myself and making up in my crazy mind. If you look at a star that's really a star, not a satellite, not an airplane, but an actual star, it'll twinkle at you like it's trying to communicate with you, like through Morse code, right? And the more you concentrate on that star, the more it'll twinkle at you. Now, the reason that you feel so connected when they do that, and the longer you stare at that single star, the more connected you'll feel. Try it if you don't believe me. Go try it. Go do it yourself. Homework. But the reason you're feeling so connected to that star, and I don't even care if you believe me, doesn't matter, because I know it's true. I know. If you want to know, go do research. Learn. Educate yourself. Read a book, not the internet. But the reason you feel so connected to that star is because your soul is a star. You are made of a star. What's inside of you, what channels the energy through this body that we're experiencing, this reality that we're living? Star power, star dust, star child. I'm sure you've heard these things. You are a star. And just like the stars out there is different levels of humans, different powers, different stars, right? Different levels of spiritual energy, different levels of soul power, different people that are in tune with themselves in a different way. So when you meet somebody out in the world, a human being, sometimes you feel their energy coming off of them. A lot of times, if you feel that energy, it's because that person has been through some painful shit. Painful in a way that broke down their outer being and what they thought they knew inside their brain and only left the energy that wants to survive, right? That's me. I'm one of those. Hi. Broken down, beaten down, left alone, never known love, always suffered. That's me. That's my life. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody or worse than anybody. I don't give a shit about opinions or personal preferences or the way people feel. That's part of the collective stupidity. You gotta let that shit go. What I know, because I've researched it, is that when you have to crack your outer shell, right? The persona, the mask that society makes us wear, when you have to break that down by yourself, not with a group, not through meditation and monk practice, which I've done that too. Not dissing meditation, not dissing monks. I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 6 years. I loved it. It was great. It was a good experience. It started me on my path to spiritual awakening. I will never take that away from nobody. But it's not just about that. You have to spend time alone. You have to suffer. You have to be alone. You have to find peace in your loneliness and your suffering, which is not an easy thing to do. How do you find peace when you feel alone in a universe full of people? How do you find peace? How do you find peace when you're suffering and you're in pain in ways that you don't even understand, in ways that you never thought you could feel pain? You're feeling pain. and you got to find a way to be okay with that and still feel emotion after. Not a lot of people can do that. That's what makes it beautiful, right? I still feel. I can meet a person right now within on 10 minutes of talking to them. I can tell you how full of shit they are and how much genuinely they care and how much they feel with their soul, even if they're full of shit. So there's people out there that are full of shit that still feel and they still want to be real, but they're just taught to be full of shit, right? That doesn't make them bad people. But if they continue to be full of shit, even when you show them they can be different with you, that's what makes them bad people. Because they're choosing to live in the lie rather than face the truth. Now, I'm not going to be involved with people like that anymore because that's my choice, right? But back to the star thing. The way that there's different stars, different size stars, different powers of stars, there's different human beings that have the star power in them. We all have it in us. We all have star power inside of us. Think about that. You hold the energy of a sun inside of your body. Remember when Castiel from Supernatural grabbed onto the soul of Bobby to go get Dean and Sam back from the past? That's what he was doing. He was tapping into that power of the soul because it's a powerful thing. That's why demons make deals for souls. I mean, there's energy there. There's energy that we don't maybe comprehend, we don't understand, but it's real and it's powerful. And our soul is a power that if we believe in it, then we can tap into that energy. Just like if we believe in this water, and we believe this water is real, just like our soul is real. And what are we made of, people? We're made of water. That's why this element is the most important one, right? If you can't connect with water and understand and realize that it's alive and that you can actually really connect with it, if you can't grasp this concept of connecting with something alive in an element that isn't you or a human, that you can't put a face on or a false persona on. I mean, you can't tell water to be happy or sad. You can't make it stop flowing because you don't want it to flow that way because you want to get across this island. Like, you can't do stuff like that with water because it's consistent, because it's powerful, and because it's ever changing. But it is all connected, right? And that's the power of it. We as humans are separate, right? That's why we feel like we have no power. Collectively, if we came together, we have power. And anytime we do come together, we have power to the point where people try to kill us if we're bringing too many people together or opening up too many people's minds. There's plenty of people in history. We just had one recently. I'm not even going to mention his name, but we know who they are. Water is a power that is connected all the way through, all around the planet. We're shitting on it like it doesn't mean a fucking thing and like it's just going to replenish itself. But it's all the same water. Yeah, it might filter itself through our earth for now, which is great. But at the end of the day, this water is the same as the water that goes into the oceans. It's the same as the water melting on the polar ice caps. It's the same as the water coming out of your ground into your fucking well. It's the same as the water you push the toilet and flush down the toilet gallons of millions a day. It's all the same. Okay? There is no difference. And it's all connected and it's all alive and it's all powerful. When you think about it like that, it's scary because you have shit on water all your life like it is a meaningless resource. Like, we know we need it. We know we're made of it. But we are like, there's so much of it. Fuck, does it matter? But it's all connected. And we're shitting on it regularly. Now, you go to that water and you tell it that you're sorry. You literally, right? So I'm going to do it with you because I want to show you. We're at 9 minutes. So if you watch this video to the end, you might actually care about something. Okay? But you go down to your water, wherever it is. Moving water like this, very important, right? If it's moving, it's alive. It's alive when it's still, like up there. But when it's doing this, it's more active, it's more energy, okay? So you literally touch the water. Only got to be your fingertips. You tell the water, I love you, water. I'm sorry that we're polluting you as a species. I'm sorry that we don't respect you for the life that you have and the beauty that you have. Because water is beautiful and it's alive. It wants to know that you know that. That's it. And as long as you do that, literally within minutes of telling it that and connecting, you'll feel the energy coming through the water into your hand, into your body, into your soul. It's that easy. Instead of just drinking it or pissing in it or fucking catching fish out of it, talk to it, love it, relate to it, experience it. Very powerful stuff. And if you do that, and you really do that, you'll feel it and you'll connect with it. And you won't be able to deny it. It's undeniable. It's reality right here. Reality. Stop denying it. Live it. It's more real than your phone. More real than your politics. It's more real than your government. More real than anything in your life. This water. Sorry. No, that's preachy. Hate me if you must. I don't care.